Now that you've learned about why markets tend toward monopolies, what are the consequences of this? It means that companies are able to abuse their monopolistic power to increase prices, have low quality services, and exploit their workers. A classic example of an abuse of a monopolistic power to keep prices artificially high is the De Beers Group, an international corporation which trades in diamonds. And for all of the 20th century, they had about 80 to 85% of the diamond market share. Because of that, they were able to keep the price of diamonds artificially high. As an example of low quality, you can think of public transport all over the world. Very often there's only one company who operates the trains or the buses. And because you don't have an alternative, you have to take whatever they offer. And therefore often it's not that nice, the seats aren't that comfortable, it's overcrowded, but you have no choice, so you have to take it. As an example of exploitation of workers, you can think of Amazon. Because they are so large, in many areas they are the only real employment opportunities that workers have, which means that they cannot leave the company if they are mistreated. As a consequence of this, there have been reports that employees have had to pee in bottles because they didn't get enough break time. To battle monopolies, governments and international organizations like the EU have set up antitrust laws, also known as competition laws or anti-monopoly laws. These laws prevent anti-competitive behaviors, such as buying up similar companies or trying to artificially eradicate competition. In recent years, tech giants have faced very hefty fines for anti-competitive behavior. For example, the European Commission has fined Google 2.4 billion euros for favoring Google Shopping over other shopping services. Besides the effects of antitrust laws, some monopolies decrease naturally over time. For example, when Netflix just started, they were the only company in the streaming industry. But by now, also Amazon Prime and Disney Plus and Hulu have entered the market. But you can also think back to the Beers example that we just talked about. Whereas they used to control about 85% of the market for a full century, by now that market share has fallen to a mere 30%. So it's not all hopeless. Yes, certain markets tend toward monopolies, and competition doesn't always work perfectly. But we're also not in the hands of monopolists forever. We have antitrust laws, and certain monopolies decrease naturally over time.